Yeah,
Yeah,
go
thank
ahead.
you very much, Isam. So that's what this whole session is all about. So you're going to know where exactly to start from if you want to just sit tight and join. I'm going to talk us through, what we are going to do. So please, the main focus of tonight's session is to go through the employers that are offering visa sponsorship and the opportunities that currently exist in New Zealand. So there is no doubt that New Zealand is hiring their healthcare roles that are in demand. And this may apply to everyone here. It may not apply to everyone. So you will find out what is applicable to you over the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to delve straight into my presentation. Is that okay?
Yes,
Help me
we
with
can
that
see your
presentation.
screen.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so tonight we will be looking at New Zealand is hiring. How many of you have applied to New Zealand before? Please use the chat box. I want to know, or if you are currently living in New Zealand as we speak, or you have someone in New Zealand. Let me see in the chat box. I want us to communicate like we are in the same room, and I want this to be as interactive and engaging as possible. So have you applied to New Zealand? Do you know anything about New Zealand? Do you know where New Zealand is? And where are you joining from? How far is New Zealand from you? If you want to use the chat box, to please just use the chat box. Okay, in UK, from India. No, 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 no. So it looks like someone says they're in UK and they have been applying to New Zealand. Okay, that's interesting. Did not apply yet. Never been to New Zealand, but I'm open to it. Live in Nigeria. Okay. So it looks like someone says they are 3 hours away from New Zealand. Not Nona, where are you based? Someone said they have applied to New Zealand for visit visa, applied to Bupa, but it was unsuccessful.
No,
Yes,
no,
to
no.
Lisiwe, Bupa is one of the major recruiters in New Zealand, and they will frequently recruit from outside New Zealand, most especially the Philippines and India. Okay, Adnan is saying it's from Pakistan. New Zealand is close to me from Indonesia. Okay, Abiban is from Indonesia. From Nigeria, from Ghana, no. So I think it looks like lots of people have not applied to New Zealand before, but are open to it. Nona is in Australia. Okay. So yes, so we are going to explore New Zealand, and at the end of this session, you will know exactly what is happening in New Zealand, where to apply to, who are the employers that are currently offering visa sponsorship, accredited employers in 2026, how to strategically apply, and how to make sure that you're leveraging all your skills, qualification, and competencies for New Zealand healthcare visa. So tonight we are focusing on healthcare pathway. So if you're here and you're not a healthcare professional, you're welcome to stay. You never know what could happen. So we had more than 2,900 people registered, and we opened up slots from 100 slots to 500, and you're here tonight. So you made it. I want you to just congratulate yourself for setting your timers, for making it, and you know that you're going to gain value tonight. So please, can you type in the chat box value? If you know you're going to gain value tonight, this evening. I want to round up very quickly. How many of us want to go and watch the match? Yes, so I want to make sure that we finish quickly. So if I'm talking quite fast, please pardon me. I want to make sure that I watch the World Cup tonight. Okay, so tonight is going to be clear, practical. If you have attended any of our live sessions, you know that we are always very practical. So clear, practical, and actionable. Those three things: clear, practical, actionable. If you want, information that is clear, if you want information that is practical, and if you want information that is actionable, I want you to just type yes, agree, I agree in the chat box. So let me know that you agree with me. I know that we have professionals from all over the world joining us tonight, so I'm going to skip this and I'll let you know how I have structured the next 30 minutes presentation. So please make sure you have your pen, you have your book, because we are doing 6 chapters and I like to go practical. So we're going to talk about the opportunities that abound in New Zealand. I want you guys to see me. So please, if you don't mind, I will stop sharing and I will start my video very briefly so that I can engage. I want to make sure that we are engaging, we can see each other. And please, whoever is letting people into the meeting room, I'd appreciate if you can let people in very quickly. So we want to let people in quickly so it doesn't affect the presentation. And then back to my presentation. Yes, so 6 chapters tonight. So we look at the opportunities that abound in New Zealand. We're going to look at the roles and the rewards. Many of you have been asking me, what is the salary? What is the pay like? You know, what are the living conditions? We're going to also look at the evidence, the real vacancies and the real employers. I'm going to be revealing to you the employers that are offering visa sponsorship and how you can prepare and key into it, and your support system. How do you want to be more competitive? Some people said they applied for BOPA and the application was unsuccessful. So we want to make sure that you have the right support system, you are applying strategically, you're positioning yourself rightly, and you're able to get those jobs because they are there. And of course, I have something for you at the end. So I want you to wait. If you've joined our live sessions, you must know that you need to be prepared because just anything can happen. So make sure you're prepared. Anything can happen tonight, but I will save the best for the last. Okay, what are the opportunities in New Zealand in 2026? New Zealand is one of the most livable countries in the world. It's actually one of the happiest countries in the world. And it also, the living conditions are very good. You're able to get PR in as little as 3 years if you move through the accredited employer work visa pathway. It's also one of the pathways that allow you to move with your adult dependents. So if you have children that are over the age of 18 years old and around 21 years old, you are able to move with them. So these are some of the things that makes New Zealand very attractive. So there is an aging population in New Zealand. A growing share of New Zealanders are entering their later life. I always refer to them as the baby boomers. There are also workforce shortages in New Zealand. So care roles are consistently appearing on their skills shortage list. Time will not permit us to go into the official government skills shortage list, but I can tell you that the shortage list that was released a couple of months ago had lots of care roles like support worker, dementia worker, community worker. So these roles are now appearing on the skills shortage list, which means that more and more employers, especially in the rural areas, are now able to offer visa sponsorship. So demand is rising fastest outside the hospital walls. So we're not going to be only looking at the NHS style or the hospital setting. We're going to be looking more into the community roles, aged and community care. This is where we are seeing the highest amount of demand for foreign workers. Not to mention the quality of life. It is safe. It is very safe. It has very good scenery, consistently ranked highly for good living. So we want to make sure we're leveraging all these benefits. Their workforce is under pressure. Let's look at the maths of their aging population. 1 in 5 New Zealanders are projected to be aged 65 plus within the coming decade. And this presents a huge opportunity for healthcare workers. And even the government are aware of it so that before it becomes a problem, they have sufficient workforce to tackle the issues. So care needs are growing steadily. There is an increasing trajectory in care needs, and there is a structural long-term demand. So this is not just a short-term thing. So for those of you that are asking questions like, oh, is it going to happen like a fluke, like what happened in the UK when they needed healthcare workers and all of a sudden it was oversaturated? No. One thing I like about New Zealand and Australia is just how they are able to project, and they are taking in numbers. They are taking in numbers at a sustainable rate. So they are not just opening their borders to everyone to come in, but they have regulated it in such a way that only people that meet a certain requirement, and let me let you know, those requirements are not low. those requirements are they're standard requirements that not everybody on the street will be able to meet. That's why you don't see everyone talking about moving to New Zealand and Australia, because it is not as easy or as accessible. But is it possible? The answer is yes. Okay, so shortages are felt in the cities and regions alike, not in the main center. So yes, I know that places like Christchurch, I know that Auckland, those main cities would have needs. However, because you have people from Australia, you have people even in New Zealand, you have students that are looking for jobs in country, looking to switch visas. Their main aim is to work in the main cities, in the big cities. So I always tell my students and my clients that we focus on the regional areas, the rural areas, and not only the main cities. Now, we're going to look at the opportunities from coast to coast. So I've put a map of Australia. If you can see the map, it's not too visible, but we can zoom in. So we have Auckland and Waikato. As far as Waikato is concerned, they have the big hospital. So there's a high demand for hospital workers. So if you're a registered nurse, if you're a nursing assistant, if you're a healthcare assistant, there is big demand in Waikato for hospital workers, care homes, and even hospices. Wellington, the demand is also high, but because it's a big city, you would have lots of students that are looking to switch. So the market in Wellington, from what I have communicated with the agencies, is that Wellington is highly saturated for international care workers. When we look at Canterbury and Christchurch, the demand is high. And why the demand is high is just because of the turnover. So there's a very large staff turnover in Canterbury and Christchurch. And the Bay of Plenty, there's a growing demand. For me, I would say Otago and Southland will be my favorites, even though the opportunity looks low. But if we look at the opportunity in comparison to the competition, for Auckland and Waikato, there is high competition. Wellington, there is competition. Canterbury, there is that, competition. But for the jobs, when you start to look at, even if you're applying to a Bupa care home, or you're applying to a hospital or a hospice or community care in areas like the Bay of Plenty, Otago and Southland, although the opportunities are less, but the competition is less as well. So I would say in terms of opportunity cost, I will go for Bay of Plenty, Otago, and Southland. So these are the areas where we want to strategize. Although it looks like it is a growing area in this, according to this poll, but I can tell you that it is growing and there are opportunities in this area. Okay, we're going to look at the roles and reward, the roles that employers have said to me, Laura, these are the roles that we are actively hiring for, and this is what we are willing to pay. So healthcare assistants, like I said earlier, in hospitals and clinical settings, support workers in residential and home support, caregivers, personal and daily living. I will tell you the area where they are really taking people if you are interested. Aged care workers, rest homes and retirement living, disability support worker in the community and independent living. Please mark that one. If your aim and your goal is to move to New Zealand in 2026, forget about healthcare assistant, hospital and clinical settings. Forget about support worker, residential and home support. For those of you that said you're applying to Bupa, fine, all well and good. Bupa is a splendid employer of labor. Forget about mental health support. Nice opportunities are there, but this is where the opportunities are. These are the secret key areas that are willing to go all out to recruit you from 11,000 miles away from New Zealand. I'm talking about the aged care workers and the disability support worker, community and independent living. These are the areas where you are going to get a job faster than hospital and clinical settings. I know this may not be the news that everybody wants to hear, but I'm committed to telling you the truth and exposing, revealing. We call this session Employers Revealed. So we are going to reveal the truth to you in these sessions. So disability and support worker, aged care worker, rest homes, and retirement living. This is where we are seeing the highest amount of international recruitment. Once you get to New Zealand, whatever you do is up to you. So if you decide that, okay, I'm in New Zealand now, I want to switch from community worker to hospital work, then all well and good. But for a start, I would say go in for the community support worker role. So we're going to look at a summary of pay. Yes, this is where people start to get excited. This is what a lot of people want to know about. Tell me about the pay. So your typical salary guide will be for hospital workers. They pay more. Yes, no doubt. That is why it is competitive, because the pay is, higher, from 29 to 35 New Zealand dollars. And mind you, New Zealand dollars is slightly lower than Australian dollars, just for you to be aware. Healthcare assistants in a care home or in a hospice would be paid anything from 28 to 34, and support workers from 27 to 33, community support worker from 26 to 32. But if you are coming from outside New Zealand as a community support worker, what I have seen is that they would usually pay you at the top end of this hourly rate. So you'd be looking at anything from 30 to 32 New Zealand dollars an hour. And in terms of annual salary, to qualify for visa sponsorship anyway, you'd be looking at something above 50,000 New Zealand dollars, more within the range of 55 to 65,000 New Zealand dollars. Okay, so that's the amount that would allow you to bring in your dependents with you. So I would say the pay is quite good for community support worker, but it is better for hospital workers. That is why I say a good strategy would be to get in as a community support worker, even though it's not the best role or work. I completely agree. But once you get in, then you can work towards a plan to switch to roles in the hospital or in the care home or supported living. So let me know, please, in the chat box, what healthcare role do you work in today? Are you looking to switch? Are you currently working as a nurse, as a healthcare worker? How many years experience do you have? So please type it in the chat, nurse, carer, student, or something else. Every path is welcome here. So whatever pathway that you are currently in, you are more than welcome. Let me see in the chat box. So I'm going to look through the chat box to see who we have here. Registered nurse with 17 years, Abigail. Mental health, healthcare assistant in the UK, thank you. Occupational health officer, DSW in Australia. Registered nurse, educator looking to switch. We have residential care worker, okay. More than 10 years working in hospital, Cherry. Jocelyn, 17 years in healthcare. That's a lot of experience. Misfa, midwife in Ghana. Wow, we have lots of healthcare experience here. Physiotherapy, 17 years experience. Leah says no experience. Leah, you are completely welcome. You're in the right place. Registered nurse, HCA. So whether you have experience or you don't have any experience, I can see an enrolled nurse, Sumaya. Whether you have experience or no experience, I don't want you to feel, oh my goodness, I can see all these people with so much experience. What am I going to do? It's absolutely fine. Whether you are at the start of your career or you are 20 years in, experienced healthcare workers, this is a pathway that is open. Okay, so it's open to everyone, provided you know what to do. Okay, I can see some dental technicians and other roles that are not related to aged care. We're going to talk about that later. So thank you everyone for sharing your healthcare experience or non-experience with us in the chat. So we're going to progress. We're going to look at the evidence. How many of us are ready for the evidence? How many of you want to see the evidence, real vacancies and real employers? So if an employer, I'm just going to stop sharing for a bit. If an employer were to turn up here and say, okay, so you really want to come to New Zealand, you are interested in coming to New Zealand. Um, can I see your CV if you are interested in coming to New Zealand? If we have an employer sitting right here with us and is employing for community workers, disability workers, aged care workers in a care home in rural New Zealand, in a mountainous area of New Zealand, and he wants to genuinely recruit you an agent. I've been speaking to quite a number of agents, especially in rural Australia, and they are genuinely in need of what? Of high quality workers. They want people that are not going to bail up on them. They want people that are trained. They want a healthcare worker that is able to perform vital signs monitoring, that is able to work with minimal supervision, take care of 95-year-old Mr. Smith that is living alone on a remote farmland 3 miles away from the local shop. Are you going to be able to say, I have what it takes? Are you visa ready? Do you have all the criteria? I mean, Australia and New Zealand. So that is what we are talking about. I can see a lot of people typing yes. So if you are ready, please type yes in the chat box. And for all the employers and the agents that are here, I just want to say something. The employers and the agents have told me that they will not collect a dime to recruit you. Okay, so they are not going to charge you. You don't have to pay £1 or 1 penny to any agent or employer that attends grammatorial events. So all the employers here, they know and they have said to me that they do not charge a dime for jobs. As well as grammatorial, we will not charge you a dime for the job itself. So to give you a job or to introduce you to the employer or to give you an offer, the employers are not going to charge you. So if any of the employers are charging you, please come back to us. All right. So come back to us and verify from us, because the employers have said that they are not charging anybody for the jobs. However, there are services that we provide that I would let you know at the end, like getting the right qualifications, getting the right skills, getting end-to-end employability support is not free. But for the job itself and for the employers that are coming here to say, are you ready? Can I see your CV? They will not charge you if you are ready for the visa. So for those that are on the RQF or the non-RQF, you are absolutely going to have access to these opportunities. Like I said, this Australia and New Zealand pathway is not new. It has been in the market, but there are times during the recruitment cycle where things go quiet and where things pick up again. So this is one of those seasons in Australia and New Zealand recruitment cycle where it is peaking. So when it is speaking in this season, that is why we are having these meetings, these lives. So if you are a grammatorial student and you are currently on this live, if you are one of our master student clients, please know that we will prioritize you for opportunities. So once the opportunities come, we will prioritize you. We will prioritize our students, our clients, our masterclass clients, our RQF or non-RQF students that are visa ready. We would prioritize you for the employer. So please note that. Okay, so I'm going to make progress with my presentation. I'm going to go back to sharing screen. Okay, so let's look at the evidence, real vacancies and real employers. How many of us are ready for the real vacancies and the real employers? So we have live roles that have been advertised, and I was able to pick some of these live roles out. There is healthcare assistant in Auckland, and there are also support workers in Christchurch, quite a lot of them, and disability support in the Bay of Plenty. So I will be sending these links directly to our masterclass students and also to our RQF and non-RQF students that have gone through the career fair. So if you are here and you're a grammatorial student and you have participated in the career fair, you're going to get these links for Auckland, Christchurch, and the Bay of Plenty. However, these are publicly advertised roles. So we have roles that are in the public domain, and we also have roles that are not in the public domain, so are not private to the public. Now, these are some other roles which we are going to also be zooming in of employers that are currently recruiting internationally. These are known names. Some of you may recognize them. Someone mentioned Bupa already. So Bupa is an accredited employer that they are able to issue accredited employer work visas, offers, and contracts. Now they are currently offering sponsorship for healthcare assistants, caregivers, registered nurses, and clinical managers. Now, one thing you need to know is that not all Bupa locations offer sponsorship. It's almost like the NHS. Bupa has more than 100 locations in New Zealand, and not all Bupa locations offer sponsorship. So if you apply to a Bupa location that is not offering sponsorship and you need sponsorship, your application will automatically be rejected. So popular Bupa locations in Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch, they are able to offer what? Switches. Now, there are locations in certain areas which I may not mention here, but those locations are locations that we have information that they are recruiting internationally. So some locations will recruit from India and Indonesia and other areas that are closer to New Zealand. And some other locations are open to recruiting further afield from Africa and even the UK. So when we talk about Healthcare New Zealand, they are also one of the major recruiters of community care, also known as domiciliary care. So they are able to recruit support workers, home carers, healthcare assistants, community and disability support nationwide. They are massive and they have agents that recruit for them. So a lot of people would want to go directly doing applications. In New Zealand, the application is very different from the UK. The application is very different from the UK. When you go on their website, 90% of their websites don't even have a careers page or don't even have an application page for careers because they rely heavily on recruitment agents. So that is why I said to you earlier, recruitment agents, genuine ones, will not collect money from you. So all the agencies that I've been speaking to have been screening because I don't want anybody to come here and scam my audience or my students. So I need to make sure that I carefully screen the recruitment agents that I will be working with. So these recruitment agencies are nationwide, recruiting nationwide for Healthcare New Zealand. We have Oceania Healthcare. They are more like a premium band of healthcare. They provide signature, I will call it residential care to over 40 care homes. Again, Oceania Healthcare, like Bupa, does not offer visa sponsorship in all locations. So this is where you need the experts help. This is where you need the experience to come in to say these are the care homes that are able to sponsor, and do not waste your time applying to these care homes. But again, you need to know that international recruitment is very competitive. You may have over 2,000 people applying for just one opening, and that leads to automatic rejection. So having a specific insight into where, when, and how to apply is key for international recruitment. We also have the Health New Zealand, which is the NHS equivalent in New Zealand. It is called the Te Watu Ora. I hope I pronounced it well, but I will pronounce it like an English lady. So it is called the Te Watu Ora Public Healthcare, NHS equivalent in New Zealand. They frequently recruit nurses and healthcare assistants from the UK. So if you are here in the UK and you are looking to move to New Zealand, the Healthcare New Zealand will be my first, goal or option for those in the UK. So healthcare assistants support healthcare support workers, nursing assistant, nurses, nursing support, allied health supports like physiotherapy assistants, occupational therapy assistants, physiotherapy assistants, theater assistants are in high demand. So we would also look at Ryman Healthcare, Somerset, Avidia Group, MetLife Care, Geneva Care. And like I said earlier, they would use a lot of recognized recruitment agents. So be careful with the recruitment agents, but I would also let you know the recruitment agents that we screen through are those that will be working directly with the employers. Now, it is one thing to stand in front of a recruiter. If I say to you now, are you ready? Do you have your CV ready? I did this 2 lives ago, and we were not even able to find anybody that was ready except one person. And even that one person did not have a skills assessment. So I would say he was 50% ready. So it's one thing for you to desire, oh, I want to relocate abroad. I really want to relocate abroad desperately. But are you ready? What the employers are looking for, how the sponsorship work, and how to put your strongest foot in front are the things we are going to be looking at. So 6 things that make you highly competitive for roles in New Zealand will be: 1, your professional CV tailored to New Zealand requirements. So it needs to be clear, relevant, and easy to scan in about 2 to 3 seconds. I am seeing a growing trend of people using AI to do their CV, and they are not tailoring it. And one thing, AI is good, but AI does a lot of repetition. But for CV, you want your CV to be able to scan in at least 3 to 5 seconds. So if I cannot scan your CV in 3 to 5 seconds, it means that it may not pass the test. And another thing employers are using and recruitment agents say they are using an automatic tracking system and a plagiarism software to check for people that are using AI. So you need to be careful. You need to have the relevant qualification. The relevant qualification is very important as far as Australia and New Zealand is concerned. And I did talk about the skills assessment for Australia last 2 weeks. For New Zealand, they have what they call a skills assessment as well, called an IQA. For the IQA for care workers, you need to be at skills level 4. So you need to have a relevant qualification or the relevant skills competencies for that skill level for New Zealand. You need to have your healthcare experience. It can be a paid experience or voluntary experience, but the right healthcare experience, I would say, especially in aged care. I've seen some people come to tell me, oh, but I'm a dental technologist, I'm a dentist, or I'm a pharmacist. Yes, it is healthcare experience, but it is not aged care. So you need aged care experience. Strong communication is sacrosanct. Reliability, they would be looking out for clues and cues in your CV that show that you are a highly reliable fellow, you are steady, and you are dependable. One thing they would be looking out for in your CV is, anyway, let me not give that away. That's like a CV masterclass. I don't want to go into a CV masterclass now. So if you want help with your CV, please comment CV help below. We have free CV templates, free interview questions, and I'm going to be giving them out as bonuses to anybody that will sign up tonight. So just let us know if you are interested. And they are also looking for compassion. Okay, so what strengthens your care application for New Zealand? Your recognized qualification. So either the RQF or the non-RQF. For New Zealand, they love the Ofqual regulated level 3 diploma in healthcare support or in adult care. And if you have the non-RQF, you need to have very strong, skills and competencies. They will be looking out for those as well. You need to have evidence of English ability. So IELTS English, or if you studied English language in a majorly English speaking country like the UK, can be accepted. And they'll be looking for references and also the relevant clearances. So these are the major requirements. One good thing, or I'll say one benefit of New Zealand above Australia, is the skills assessment. So if you have the right qualification, the right competencies and skills, you do not necessarily need to go through a skills assessment before you apply for the job. So that's one of the benefits, I would say. So if you have the right qualification, the right competencies, you can go straight for the job and get a job offer. Now let's look at how New Zealand visa sponsorship works and what the employers and the agents have said they would be looking out for. So the first thing is you get the accredited employer, of which I have shared some of the accredited employers with you tonight. And you need to get the employment from the accredited employer, and they will give you a formal offer for an eligible role. Please mark the word eligible role. And after that, the employer would typically submit a visa application to you to Immigration New Zealand. If we have time, we will go on Immigration New Zealand just to do the checklist. And once your visa has been approved, it's currently taking about 5 weeks to get the visa approval. This is also a benefit of New Zealand above Australia. The visa approval process is shorter than for Australia. Then you are free to travel, relocate with your family and your dependents, depending on which level you got. So you begin your role in New Zealand in step 5. Now, from the decision to your first day at work could take anything from 3 to 6 months, could take anything for some other people, 12, they've said 12 months. Some people have been able to do it in shorter time. However, it depends on where you are starting from. So if you look at this particular pathway that I have just put together, someone may be at the application stage and someone may be at the preparation stage. So from preparation to application stage can take you anything from 6 to 12 months. From application to interview stage, again, could take you, it varies for different people, from weeks to months. And from interview to offer stage, it's another couple of weeks. From offer to visa stage, couple of weeks to months, and then your relocation. So it's actually a process. But so many people look at it that, oh, I've started the journey today and I will be arriving in New Zealand tomorrow. That is what a lot of scammers use to sell to people based on their desperation. I see people online saying, I can get you a New Zealand visa in 2 weeks. Please don't let anybody sell that dream to you. It takes a process. However, the good news is that the New Zealand process is much faster than Australia process. So if you are considering New Zealand, it has a shorter timeline. So where are you? Please let me know in the chat box, where are you on this pathway? So imagine this is a journey. This is Lagos and this is New Zealand. Or this is UK, London, and this is New Zealand. Or this is Caribbean island, one of the Caribbean island. This is New Zealand. Or maybe this is Bangladesh or Istanbul, and this is New Zealand. So let me know where you are. Are you in the preparation stage or in the apply stage? Are you in the interview stage or you are in the offer stage? Let us know where you are and how we can best support you. If you are in the preparation stage, it means that you do not have your qualification yet. You don't have a recognized healthcare qualification. You are looking to get a recognized healthcare qualification or switch into the aged care career pathway. Maybe you have a qualification, but you are not confident on your CV. You are not confident with your cover letter. Then you are still in the preparation stage. You move to the apply stage when you have the right qualification. Your CV is polished and tailored to New Zealand standard. You have the requirements and the documentation. For those that have gone through grammatorial career fair, you'll be in the apply stage. The apply stage is where we start to target the right employers, the right recruitment agents, the right roles, and we start putting through applications together. So the apply stage is where you start to put in applications. You put in 10 applications, 20 applications to the right employers. That is why I use the word targets. And then at the interview stage is where you start to get interviews. One thing I know about the apply, from the apply to the interview stage could take a bit of time. For some people, I've seen where it took 2 weeks for somebody, and I've seen where it took 2 months for another person, and I've seen where it took 6 months for someone else. So the apply to interview stage can take anything from weeks to months. So when you get to the interview stage, Grammatorial will also be on ground to ensure that you are prepared. So we have employability coaches. We are going to prepare tailored interview strategies. So the strategy I would use to prepare Mr. A is different from the strategy for Mr. B, even though they are going for the same role. Once I was preparing 2 candidates for the same role. It was with one of the biggest private healthcare companies in the UK. They also have branches in Australia and New Zealand. So I was preparing my 2 candidates. One was in Nigeria, in Lagos, and the other candidate was right here in the UK, in London. So the strategy I used to prepare the candidate from Nigeria was different than the strategy I prepared the candidate from the UK. And I knew that the candidate in the UK has more opportunities because they're in the UK, they are local. And the candidate in Nigeria, I needed to prepare her more. So I gave her more time, more attention, more questions, went more in depth with her. The candidate in the UK already had UK experience, but the candidate in Nigeria, she had very strong healthcare experience as well, and she was also very articulate. So in terms of the preparation, both of them were adequately prepared to go and get that job with that private hospital. And the hospital was so kind to even offer them, remote interviews. So one of the things that I was also able to do is that I knew the hiring manager. I knew in terms of professionality, the hiring manager for that particular role. So I had lots of insider information and even the quality of preparation. So one of the advantages of going through recruitment consultants or employability coaches is that it takes you steps ahead of the normal person, and it improves your opportunities by a ratio of 400%, I would say. And they were really happy at the end. So you go to the offer and the visa stage, and even at the offer and the visa stage, I have reviewed countless numbers of offers. I've reviewed countless numbers of contracts, and I have supported and assisted my students and my clients through their visa application. Some of them have had their visa application done directly by the employers, and some others have had to navigate that process on their own. And we have also been on ground to support and guide them through the process. And then it is, voila, you relocate to New Zealand or Australia, whatever country you got. So for the interview preparation, we work with you. You go in confidently. So I already talked about this. We research the employer, get inside information, ensure that we know they are setting their values and what it is that they are looking for. We ensure that we practice common scenarios related to their settings with you. We prepare real life examples and make sure that you present yourself well, especially on camera. So because you are going to be interviewing from outside New Zealand, it would most likely be a video interview like what we're having, something like Zoom or Microsoft Teams. So we ensure that you are well articulate, presented, and prepared for the interview. Now, I want to just look very briefly at mistakes that are holding people back. Number one, you don't even know the right employers to apply to. That's the major mistake most people make. Imagine someone applying to Bupa Care Home in Auckland or Bupa in Wellington. So that's the first mistake. Second mistake, I would say, is weak CV. Very weak and generic CV. Mass application. You are just applying anywhere, applying randomly. 200 application. It's not the quantity of application, it's more the quality. Poor interview preparation, targeting the wrong employers. I cannot overemphasize this. and giving up too early. So I want you to do a quick gut check now. Type ready if you are serious to get to the next step. Just type ready in the comment section. I want to see. I'm not putting you under pressure, just for you to know, just to know your intention before we start to go, deeper and go into practicals. So let me know those that are ready, or maybe you think that this is too far-fetched from you, you can't achieve this. But if you think you are ready, shall I pull out one of these, my employers? Let me see which of them is here, if they are happy to come out. But one thing the employer said to me is that they said, Laura, your videos are so viral and we want to protect our identity. We don't want a situation whereby we come out, because I know that there are so many people here, content creators, that are looking for content and want to just run with it. They have no intention of helping people. They just want to wake up on Sunday morning. I did a live session a couple of weeks or months ago, and I was so surprised on Sunday to see an employer that I mentioned was going viral. And as I'm speaking to you today, that employer have stopped giving visa sponsorship. This was an employer that was giving grammatorial student visa sponsorship like water. Hiya. When I saw it on Sunday, it was littered everywhere. So how do I know that we don't have those kind of people here? That's why I said to my employer, the agencies, just come in quietly and watch and observe. And if you see any student that you want to headhunt, I call them headhunters. Recruitment agent, they are headhunters. They're just watching to see people that are ready, watching to see people that are asking the right questions, watching to see those students that are really ready. The best I can do is during our career fairs, I will bring them in. So the career fair we are currently doing, we have a career fair that is currently ongoing. It started last week. Next week, we are doing the job masterclass. The best I can do is to start presenting these recruiters to the masterclass students, directly to the masterclass. So I won't bring them out in public like this, because I appreciate some of you are genuine, you are my followers, you really come here to learn, and I want to add value to you. But at the same time, I need to protect my students' interest, and I need to ensure that this information is not misused. I need to ensure that this information, whilst I want to add value, I do not want to misuse information. Okay, Victoria said she's ready. She has a positive skills assessment from CWA and PT with an overall score of 86 and visa ready. Wow, I like this. I believe these are the kind of candidates that headhunters are looking for. Victoria Ezekiel. Who is Victoria Ezekiel? She said, I'm ready. Okay, Daniel, he said, yes, yes, yes. I've done medical technical diploma. We are not talking about medical technician here. If you've been listening, Adnan, we are talking about aged care, healthcare support, adult care, community care. I've broken all this down. Okay, what about we that are, okay, I think I've already, those are from, the past ones. Okay, I've seen a lot of people saying they are ready. What is the requirement of masterclass? Please, do we have anybody from our customer service team here? I can't see any of their responses. Okay, I can see Benny here. Okay, Benny, can you please put the masterclass? Someone is asking for masterclass. So a lot of people are ready. Can Victoria Ezekiel, please? Victoria Ezekiel, Chisom, can you chat her privately? I love the response she gave. And if they are headhunters, Victoria Ezekiel, let me check. Okay, your CV has just been requested. Who is Victoria Ezekiel? Please, can you use the hand tool? You said you have visa ready. You have your CWA. You have just been headhunted. Victoria, where are you? Is she here? Wow, I love this. Something is happening now. Okay. Okay, this is what I call opportunity meeting preparation. Hey, I like this. This is what I call preparation meeting opportunity. Where is Victoria?
I'm
Ah,
here, I'm here, I'm here.
okay,
Good evening.
Victoria. Yes. Where are you? Where are you based?
I'm in South Africa.
You are in South Africa. You have just been headhunted.
Oh,
You have
lovely.
just been
Good news.
headhunted, subject to verification of what you have said.
Yes, I do have
Subject
everything.
to. If
I've
what
got
you
my
have said
positive.
is true, they want to hear from you. So I'm going to send you an email to send your documents now. Now. Please send it immediately.
I
This is
will
not
do that.
tomorrow. Send everything you said you have now. You have just been headhunted, subject to confirmation. So I'm going to
Yes,
send you
will
the
do.
email privately. Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Thank you.
Understand that. Okay, so I've sent you the email. It's a private email. So please send the document you said you have to that email. And please don't forget to return with your testimony when it all works out for you. One thing I noticed about a lot of people is that when it works out, they don't come back to say thank you. What do you guys think? Why? Why do you think that people come and even when they take the RQF masterclass or anything, once they get a testimony, that is it. The only time you hear from people is when there was a problem or they were not satisfied. That is when people come out to talk. What do you think? Why someone will come for a program or they will get a link, they will get a job? I knew how many people got job from the Channel Island promotion I did. I did not get a penny from it. The Channel Islands, when Channel Islands was recruiting January from December last year, December, January, February, I know how many people got job from the Channel Islands campaign, I will call it that. I was doing recruitment advertisement for Channel Island Hospital for free. And grammatorial students got job, non-grammatorial students got job, grammatorial followers, they got job in their droves. But how many people return to say thank you? Only a handful. Some people will come and tell me, Laura, I went to this hospital in Channel Island. I won't mention the hospital here because I know that people that are searching for information, you guys are here. I won't mention the name of the hospital. They say, I went to this hospital for interview. I saw more than 10 grammatorial students. They were there for the same interview. But only one person will come and say thank you. I know how much Channel Island was paying to them. Channel Island was paying people £5,000. And you got this information for free. I didn't collect a penny from you. Some of you did the course. Yes, maybe you did the course. You paid 850 or 1,600. Now, can you compare that 1,600 you paid to 5,000 cash? You got £5,000 cash was paid to you. They paid your visa fee free. They gave you accommodation free. They paid your flight ticket free. And your salary, your yearly salary is £35,000, not including the bank shift you guys are packing in Channel Island. I heard that they are packing bank shifts and you could not come back to say thank you. Many of them, many of you, some of you are here. You come, please give me reference. Please help me with this. Please, I'm going to Channel Island. Connect me with one of your students there. No, I won't continue to do that. So the best I'm doing is what I'm doing now. Let those that have ears hear. So if you, I don't know why I'm saying this because of this lady that was just headhunted. Fine, it's good, it's your luck. But I'm saying this because I know the amount of time and effort that we put into these things. I know the amount of people that have called me, say, Laura, come to Australia, come to New Zealand. We just want to see you face to face, one on one. I said, no, I'm not going because I cannot spend my money, my time, my effort to travel all the way to New Zealand for people that will not appreciate it. So this is the best I can do. I said I will be doing live. If you guys want to come for the live session, come and see things for yourself. So let the students come, let the employers come, let agents come, let everybody come in the same room. I will make a fair playing ground for all of you. This is the best I can do. I can give up 2 hours of my Saturday, my Sunday is weekend. But for me to go and pay my flight ticket, travel all the way to New Zealand, Australia, when it's not like I'm collecting a commission or I'm getting any money if you get a job. A simple thank you, a simple reference, a simple video you cannot do. But you are getting the job, you bring your brother, you bring your sister, you are bringing your whole family. Yes, it's good that you are introducing your brothers and sisters to come and do the course. Fair enough. But a simple thank you will not hurt. Okay, enough said. Let's move on. Let's move on. Tonight is already getting interesting. I always know that anytime I show up, anytime I come, things must happen. Anytime I show up for life, somebody's life must be transformed. Anytime I show up for life, somebody's life must be changed. I don't come out for no reason. No. I don't do video for content. I'm not a content creator. I've said it again and again. I'm not a content creator. I'm not doing what I'm doing out of because I don't have what to do. I'm a trained civil engineer, a principal engineer in the United Kingdom. If you know what that means, go and find out. So what we are doing here at Grammatoria is not a joke. It's out of passion that we are doing what we are doing. Out of serious passion to see lives change. I'm a first-hand witness of what relocation can do to not just one person, to a whole family, to a whole generation. I'm a first-hand witness. So that is why I do what I do so passionately. That is why I go over and beyond. If I take up your case, I will go over and beyond to make sure that you achieve a desired outcome. So, Victoria, I believe is your name. You can just see an example of what happened live and direct now. It's not something we planned. I said to them, come if you see good, if you don't see good. And we also prepare my student profile. I will tell the assessors to let me know which student they can recommend, and that is how we'll take it up from there. So to wrap up today's session for now, I know that a lot of us would, this is weekend. So to wrap up the session, I'm just going to go back and share so that I will tell you what we can do, how we can come in, how we can help you, how we can help many people, how we can be able to support people. Look at these ladies in South Africa now. Everybody has heard what is happening in South Africa. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I'm sorry if you're a South African here, please. I'm not attacking you. I'm just attacking what is happening in South Africa, not you as a person, please. I appreciate all my South African brothers and sisters here. But as they have asked some of us to leave, what can they do? Imagine this lady is able to relocate out of South Africa. Grammatoria has not only helped a lady, I've helped a whole generation, a whole family. So that is why we do what we are doing. Okay, so let's go back and just finish our presentation and take questions and answers. I know that a lot of people have questions and answers, and if more lives can be touched tonight, I would really be excited. So not just one person, if we're able to help more than one person tonight, that would be great. That would be ideal. That would be the ideal situation. Okay, so a lot of us said we are ready. We've identified one ready person now. And Grammatorial can help you. That is the truth. And I don't take it lightly when I say Grammatorial can help you. Grammatorial can help you indeed. So where Grammatorial fits in, we help you to become more equipped. We help you to strengthen your application to gain the right qualification. And we help you to stand out in a very competitive, job market. That is where Grammatorial comes in and can help you. Now, we start from one, preparation, training. We ensure that you are equipped to meet the right training, to have the right training that meets the visa requirements. We're also able to help you sharpen and optimize your CV. We provide end-to-end employability support. By end-to-end employability support, I mean CV review and optimization, cover letter, job links, signposting to employers that are able to potentially offer visa sponsorship, and also mock interview or one-on-one interview coaching, as well as application guidance. So our employability support for those that will join the RQF course that my colleague Chisom shared with you earlier. If you join the course or if you're on the course, we provide ongoing employability support for you. So I said earlier, I would always prioritize my students where possible. And the RQF Level 3 diploma is one sure way to know that you are meeting not only the employer's requirements, you are going to be meeting visa requirements as far as Australia and New Zealand are concerned. So we offer the RQF Level 3 diploma in healthcare support and adult care. So you can choose any of the two pathways to go for. An Ofqual regulated qualification that supports your professional development and your competency. Mark the word competency. In 2026, employers are looking for competency and regulatory requirements. When it comes to Australia and New Zealand, the reason many people don't want to go there is because of the requirements. And the requirements are not onerous. They are not too hard. You just need to take a step-by-step approach. Get your qualification, get your English language, it is just simple. You see the way I broke down the steps to you, but people are not patient. But if you will be patient enough, if you will be willing, we are ready to walk by you step by step. We are ready to walk with you. We're ready to hold your hand and guide you sequentially through this process, through these steps. So if you are feeling overwhelmed tonight, I'm here to announce to you that you are not going to be alone. So we are going to provide support and guidance, end-to-end support for you. I've had students that have come to me with their offer letter. Please help me review. No additional cost. Please help me look at my visa. I've even done visa application for people. I did not charge a dime. For my students, I did not charge a dime. I did visa application. They didn't pay me anything. I even paid their visa fee before they transferred Naira to me. So once you become a Grammatorial student, it is a commitment to working. I'm not saying I'm going to do visa application for everybody. Please don't take it out of context. But what I'm saying is that we will go over and beyond to provide support to you if you are willing. So we will provide professional, valuable, practical experience. You get practical knowledge. For those of you that have not worked in healthcare before, that are saying, oh, how am I going to be able to do this? We have a package of practical hospital experience. And those that are not in Nigeria, you can work in a care setting in your country. So we're going to give you help more and more like what I said. And we have real examples of students. We have real example of success stories. We have a student called Mercy. I'm not going to call her son name, but if she's here, she's more than welcome to speak for herself and give us her own life testimonial. She registered on the RQF Level 3 Diploma in Healthcare Support and was able to relocate with her husband and her children from Warri, Delta State, Nigeria to NHS, UK as a healthcare assistant. Yes, I'm not going to mention the name of the trust so that tomorrow morning you don't go and post it on social media. This trust is recruiting from Nigeria. Yes, but she got it from Nigeria and many others. That time and space will not permit me. But if you need to find them, go on our YouTube channel. I've started uploading their videos. You will see a lot of real people, video and testimony. Because of time, I can't play it here, but go on YouTube and watch them. We have Fumi that came in a live session like this. Please, if you are here from Grammatorial, you can also come live. Fumi came in a live session. She's in Tasmania in rural Australia. From Grammatorial, she took our course. I don't know, is she on the RQF or non-RQF, Chisom? Which of the courses did she take?
And let me
I think is it? I don't know if it's the RQF or non-RQF, but she mentioned that day that I think it's non-RQF, she said, but she's our student. We have a lot of Fumis anyway. So she came, she's a community carer. She's working in rural Australia, in Tasmania, with her husband and her children. So her children are now in school. And we have Tosin from UK all the way to the Channel Island. How many can we mention? You can become like one of these, our students. It just depends on your next steps. What steps are you going to take? The steps you need to take, they are called steps because steps is not a jump. It's not flat. You don't need to do anything big. Just a step is all you need. A simple strategic plan. And you don't need to take that plan tomorrow, next year. You can take that plan tonight. You can take action now. Some of you are watching me, you are saying, oh God, I wish I heard about this Grammatorial last year. You didn't hear about us. You are just hearing about us now. I wish I did this 2 years ago. I wish I did that 3 years ago. Take that step tonight. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is tonight. So are you going to take that steps? Now let's look at your roadmap. What can your roadmap be? If you are going to take a step, please just say step in the comment section. Just type step. Let me see. Type step as I begin to show you the roadmap. 4 moves that you can make this month that will take you from a point A to where you need to be. Number 1, get your qualification if you are not qualified with a recognized training. Some people are going to get qualifications. I don't want to mention names of companies, but in fact, when we reviewed, which day was that? We reviewed somebody's qualification. CPD, she said he took a CPD qualification. I said CPDs are not accepted. And even if CPD were accepted, let's go on the CPD register. Okay, let me show you guys now to show you that what we are doing here, we are not joking. We are serious, please. We are rounding up soon. We are rounding up very, very soon. But I believe that sometimes it's not just talk. I love to go practicals. How many of you like practical? Just type in the comment section right on. Type right on in the comment section if you like to go practical. Just say right on. I like practicals. Let me see your charts. If you want me to go practical, I want to see your chat. Otherwise, I'll just continue and we'll round up. But I want to round up. I want to round up very soon. I want to round up now. But before I round up, I have something special for only 5 people. Just 5 people, not everybody. I can only help 5 people. I can't help everybody. That's the truth. One thing you need to realize in life is that you may not be able to help or please everybody. But if I can help some people, I'm okay. So I want to help 5 people tonight. Okay, so let me show you something practical. I saw someone, was it during our session? We're doing a session and somebody said she had a CPD course. And I told her that for Australia, for New Zealand, they don't accept CPDs. But let us look at something. They don't accept CPD, but let me show you something. Let me shock you. All right, let me shock you with something. Now, this is the CPD register. This is the CPD register. So you can check any CPD accreditation on this particular register. So this is how you can know that a CPD course is accredited in the UK and is going to be globally recognized. It will be recognized. So if you're applying with a CPD certificate, this is where they'll come and check. Please look at these CPD certificates. If you have one of grammatorial phlebotomy certificate, you will recognize this immediately. You recognize this badge, you recognize this code, you will recognize it. Now, there are so many organizations parading themselves as CPD accredited, but they are not. Look at it in bold. They are not certified, and all their names are here. I'm not going to take time to start reading their names, but most of all those people you are going to be buying £20, £30 certificate, their names are here. So when you are asking, oh, why is Gramatoria charging this? Why are they charging that? Please don't compare us with people that are not accredited. I know what it took us to get accreditation. They're not to talk of off-call. So that's the CPD register. Now I want to show you the off-call register, okay? So I want to show you the off-call register. Let's look at the off-call register. In this off-call register, you're going to see those courses that are accredited. These are globally recognized awarding body here in the UK. So everything is plain, is practical. No need to hide. So if I click now, let us look for this qualification we are doing, which is called the Healthcare Support Diploma, RQF. Or if you're on the non-RQF, it is the NCC. But we want to find a regulated qualification. So I'm going to type it now, level 3 diploma in healthcare support. Chisom, are they doing the healthcare support or adult care?
The healthcare support, ma.
Okay.
Yeah, AB.
Yeah, Abby. Okay. Can you see that this is the UK government website? This is gov.uk. This is the highest website in the whole of United Kingdom. This is the course. This is it. This is the course that Gramatoria is offering. Now, these are the certificates that we'll receive for our students from the awarding body, BIIB. So let's view the qualification. It's an occupational qualification. Mark the word occupation. This is not a qualification. This is for an occupation, a certain occupation. And this is the qualification level, level 3 in the UK. Level 3 in the UK is level 4 in Australia, New Zealand. The qualification number, the guided learning hours, the total qualification time, the awarding organization, the total credits. Are you seeing? And in European qualification level, level 4. So this is a qualification that is globally accepted. This is what we are talking about at Gramatoria. So you can be rest assured that you are getting from the right source, and what you are getting is it's not a joke. So let us look at the 4 moves that we want to make, and then we'll round off for tonight. I'll show you the 5 offers I'm going to give you, then we are going to round off for tonight. But at least we've seen one person that is ready. I don't know if there are more people that are ready. So if you are here and you are ready, as in ready, you are visa ready. You are visa ready for Australia, or maybe you are visa ready for New Zealand. Not just to type ready. You saw what Victoria Ezekiel did. She did not just say, I'm ready. There's something that differentiates the boys from the men, that separate boys from men. And only men know what separate boys from men. Boys cannot know it. So I won't talk more than that, but it is only the men. It is only a man that can tell you this is what separates a man from a boy. So those that are really, really ready will know what it is, and they will put it the way they are. So as that lady was headhunted, if you are really ready, you know what to do to get headhunted. So first thing, get your qualification, which we are ready to help you with. Get your CV and all your documents ready, which we can also assist you. If you already have your qualification, you can join the master class. And then we want to target the accredited employers and get headhunted. Then refine and follow up and stay on course. That is what you can do. Refine, follow up, stay on course. So now let us look at what our premium application support can do for you. One-to-one help for those who need it. So these sessions we are doing is to help you. We're giving you the information, the tools that you need to go and do it yourself. With our premium support, we call it a do it for you, DIFY. So DIY is you do it yourself. DIFY is for busy professionals, for people that say, I've been applying. I don't know what to do. I don't understand the strategy. I don't understand what you are saying. I just need Grammatorial to give me that end-to-end support, and not just the end-to-end support, but actually do it for me. So this is where our premium job application support comes in, where we target applications for you. I have just 5 places, only 5 places I'm able to take this month of July, 5 places for July. So if you are interested, and this is specific for the UK, just to say our premium support is specific for the UK. So we are able to help 5 people, and we will give you 40 applications with 4 interviews. So you go straight to interview, guaranteed mock interviews, honest feedback, straight to interview, 4 interviews, and it is 5 places only. Personalized support takes time, so we keep the numbers small, and it improves your opportunity, your chances by 400%, only 5 people. So if this is your path, if you want to get this support, whether you are joining the RQF or you already have a qualification, you want to join our job masterclass, or you want to be one of the 5 people and join our premium support, or you want to just get headhunted and be a part of Grammatorial, you can start now. So you can go on our website, Grammatorial, WhatsApp us. Applications will be closing very soon. And you can also scan the QR code on my screen to register for the RQF course. The RQF course is starting, is it on Tuesday? It's starting on Tuesday this week.
On the 9th of July.
Oh, on the 9th of July. Okay. And application closes on the 30th of July. Application will close on the 30th of July. So I'm going to stop sharing and we'll take questions and answers. Chisom, if you want to help me with the question and answer session, I will be here. I'll also take answers. So if you know you have an answer, someone said they want to join the premium, please. I didn't mention the premium support class is for people that already have the eligibility. If you already meet the eligibility criteria, there's a strict criteria for premium support. It's not for everybody. That is why it's premium, and it's only 5 people. Only five people that I can help in premium support. Okay, so Chisom, over now to you.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. So guys, if you have any questions, please use the hand tool, or you can also ask your question in the chat. Jolu baby, do you want to go ahead with your question?
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening.
Okay. I'm currently a student, MVQ level 3 in adult care. I did my phlebotomy training last 17, 18, is it last week or last 2 weeks in Abuja? And I want to subscribe for the ECG class, and I have 4 years experience in health care. Can I join the premium class now, or I need to have the NVQ certificate before I can join? That's my question.
What cohort are you in?
February course.
February 2026.
Yes.
Can you tell me your name again? I just want to check your
Abusola.
Okay, Abusola, you are not yet very close to being done with your course. So I would recommend that you try to finish as quickly as you can. If you want to try to complete your assignments as quickly as you can, and then finish, get to 100%, and then we can discuss enrolling you in the premium support, okay?
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, if you need any help with your assignment, just reach out to me. Use the link that I shared with you guys before to book a one-to-one on assessment planning if you need it, okay?
Yes, I've already booked you for Tuesday.
All right, then I'll see you then.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Busola. Maduka Mandavali.
Hi, good evening again. Well, I am already in UK working as a healthcare assistant. And to apply for the New Zealand, uh, the English requirement, which I have it here in UK, was not the IELTS or SCLT. I had my graduation from my country, India. Those I have validated with the ECC ITS from England, which came as a level 2, B2 English requirement. So is it uh, okay for to apply for the New Zealand with this B2 requirement, English requirement, or do I have to write the IELTS or SCLT or PT or something like that?
Okay, so
Okay.
sorry, Trita, let me take that. Did you study in the UK? I didn't quite catch that, or you studied outside the UK?
Oh, well, Laura, my graduation was in my country, India. I didn't
Okay.
study here.
Okay, you didn't study here, but you have English language test, PTE. Is that for UKVI or general?
That is not PT, that is the ECC ITS.
Oh, no, I don't know about that one. You need
No,
to
I mean,
refer. Yeah.
yeah, I mean the education which I had in my country, I have
Okay.
validated that here while I was applying for the COS.
Okay, you validated that and it meets the requirements.
Yeah, absolutely. B2, yeah.
B2.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head, if I'm being sincere with you, what B2 requirement is, but I would
Okay.
recommend that. Do we have Assessor Josephine here? I don't want to give you an answer that may not be correct. I know
Yeah.
that New Zealand says 5.0 IELTS, but I cannot off the top of my head benchmark 5.0 to B2. Do you know what that is on the IELTS
The
scale?
IELTS, you said. Yeah, yeah. All the three English speaking,
So what
writing,
is
and
5. So
listening.
what New Zealand do mention on their website is 5.0. So you need to benchmark it using the
Okay.
IELTS guideline. And New Zealand only accepts IELTS general. They will only
Okay.
accept IELTS general or PTE or equivalent. So if you have an equivalent from, is it the ECTIS
Yeah,
conversion?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you need to refer to that table. I will ask my colleague Josephine to drop the link in the chat box for you so that you can refer to it and just check to cross-map it. Okay, I hope
Yeah,
that
Laura.
answers your question.
Yeah, Laura. And I have one more question.
Okay.
As you have mentioned that you have the employers and you give us end-to-end support to your students. And I am not your student. And if I join your master class and if I complete it to get the employee, what is that called?
Employability
Employability
support.
from,
Yeah.
support from you, do I have to again pay, or is it okay if I join the master class and pay that £300, and will I get the end-to-end
Yes.
support, Laura?
Yes, I think it will be better for you to join the master class since you already have valid work experience. You said 3 to 4 years experience in the UK.
Yes, I do.
And yes, and the relevant qualifications. So my initial recommendation would be to join the masterclass. So if you want to send us a message on WhatsApp or email, I think email will be better, info@grammatorial.com. You can send
Yeah.
us an email with your CV and your qualifications, and we'll review
Okay.
it and let you know if the masterclass is the best and appropriate option for you.
Sure, Laura, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I will be waiting for your staff to send me the link so that I can check
Okay.
the.
Please check the chat box.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Thank
All
you so
right,
much
yeah.
and really appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. So do we have anybody else? Any other
Lola
questions?
Banjo is asking, she says she's currently employed and goes to work every day. How will she be able to fit the training into her schedule? So, Lola, this training is very flexible the classes are online, and if you're working in a care setting, that could serve as your placement. So it could be very flexible for you. We take into account that most of our learners are adults who have jobs or businesses or careers. So that's also something that we consider. Ibrahim is asking, I don't have any experience in the healthcare industry, but I'm ready to switch based on everything I've heard in today's live. What is the next best step? So Ibrahim, the next step will be for you to register for the course so you can begin to get into the preparation stage, so you can begin to get qualified. So just click the link to register and you can continue with your qualification, or you can begin with your qualification. Adetaya is saying, I have 16 certificates on healthcare with care skills. Am I qualified for the premium? Okay, Adetaya, when you say 16 certificates, do you mean CPDs or do you mean short courses? I'm not really able to tell based on what you mean, but the premium supports, they are very strict criteria. So you can click the link and then we will see how much, if you meet the criteria. Okay. If you might get a chance. Cynthia, not Cynthia, rather, Sayu Zuzo, do you mean a chance to complete the qualification? If so, yes. If you are looking to do one of our qualifications, you can do that regardless of where you are. Okay, Priscilla, do you want to ask a question? Priscilla, are you there? Okay, Priscilla is not available. Loveline, do you want to go ahead with your question?
I'm here, sorry. I
Hi,
was
Priscilla.
asking if yeah. Oh yeah, good evening. So I was
Good
asking
evening.
about the UK pathway. The phlebotomy training, does it also work to the UK?
Yeah, if you do the phlebotomy, you can use it as part of your job application process.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Loveline, do you want to go ahead with your question?
Yes, I want to ask about if those who studied in Nigeria, if they also need IELTS.
Yes. Yes, you need to have your English language proficiency certificate.
Okay.
IELTS or Access or PTE. Okay. Chidiogo Onyekachukwu. Chidiogo, are you there?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask, if someone registers for the course, how long does it take to get the course completed? As in to
Okay.
finish the course?
Okay, so the course is for 1 year, but it can be fast-tracked within 6 months if you want to go for the fast-track option.
Okay. Both like completing it for 1 year and the fast track, are they of the same price or is there any price variation?
Okay, so the course has a base price of £1,600, and if you choose to fast track, an added fee on top.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Chijogo?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sunday, do you want to ask a
Let me ask
question?
that question.
Yeah, yes. Someone is asking that if they should present their student copy transcripts or official transcripts from
So,
school. The
leave
person
that
is
thing.
actually from Nigeria. That would
Okay.
it actually count to cover for the English proficiency test? Just like a proof that the courses they underwent in school was actually taught in English.
Okay, so that usually works when a person is going to do like a master's degree if they did their undergraduate qualification in an English-speaking country. But when applying for a job, like we've seen, they are asking for very specific. I don't think any employer is going to be going to go and verify and doing it and seeing if it makes the requirements. They just want to see that you have English proficiency. So if you don't already, please go and get your IELTS. Chineye, do you want to ask a question? Chineye Joseph.
Oh, yes, Chisom. So what is the fee to fast track the RQF?
Sorry, Benny, can you help me with the fee for the fast track?
For people, for example, someone who is paid, the complete fee and you want to fast track.
Yes, just give me a minute. Benny or Michelle, what are you?
I can hear you.
Yeah, how much is the fast track fee? Can you hear me, Benny?
You said what?
How much
Yes, I
is
can
it?
hear you.
How much for the fast track?
For non-RQF, for RQF.
For RQF?
£480.
Okay, £480.
£480.
Thank you, Benny. Chineye, did you get that?
Oh, yes. Yes, I got it.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Extra.
If anybody has any questions, you please raise your hands. I will be looking through the chat to see if there are any more questions there. Okay, Ma, someone wants to know if there's any age barrier for New Zealand, or what's the age requirement for New Zealand? Informa is saying, hi, I'm a learning support assistant working with special needs kids in a school. I just finished my training as a caregiver and nursing assistant here in Dubai. Please, what further qualifications do I require? Ifema, that would depend on what you're aiming for. Are you talking about continuing in education or continuing as a carer? Because they would require two very different pathways. So please clarify that for me. Alex, do you want to go ahead with your question?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Alex.
Hi, Chisom. Okay, so please, I just wanted, so I heard you talk about the fast track being $480,
Pounds.
80 pounds for RQF
Mm-hmm.
and non-RQF for 255. Please help me explain. Because why the information I have is 1,600 pounds and 850 pounds if I'm doing the non-RQF.
Okay, so that's the base fee. So the basic fee, the general fee is £1,600 for the RQF and $850 for the non-RQF. If you want to fast track a qualification, that means that you want to finish your qualification earlier. So you want your work to be marked as a priority. You want priority status with assessments, motivations, and things like that. You would then pay an extra amount of money for that privilege. So the 480 and the 250 is on top of your original school fees.
Oh, so it's on top of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that would be about 2,080 pounds.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay. All right. Now I understand. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Alex. Madwa Kunam Iweka.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
I would want to recommend you guys are doing a very good job. And live and direct, I saw the testimony of today, and it's quite impressive and quite encouraging. First of all, I'm actually participating from the United Kingdom, and so far I've been on the live session from when it started till this very moment. So my question is, currently I am into the health and social care industry, and I started as a carer, and currently I'm a team leader, and I've got level 3 in health and social care. But currently I'm also doing my RQF in NVQ level 3 diploma in adult care. So I'm trying to understand. I've also got a language certification B2 in English. And I've got numerous of care qualifications because I work with Anchor Hanover. So I wanted to know, do I still need to also running into this master class where I need to see if I could augment, or I'm good to go?
Yeah, so if you want, I think what you're asking for is how can you know if you are in the apply stage and how you can fully maximize everything you have within the application stage. So for that,
Exactly.
you will need, so you will need to do the master class, where I can't say, because I haven't really seen your certificate, I can't say what units you've done. I can't say whether it's RQF. I can't say whether it's competency. I haven't seen your certificate, so there are a lot of things that could be involved. And so by joining the master class, you will get the opportunity to have one of us look through all of your certificates, tell you which ones are relevant and which ones could be not, and how to leverage the certificates and position them appropriately. Does that help? Yeah.
Yeah, it helps. Then lastly, I want to confirm, how do I join the master class? And are there costs implications to that as well?
Yeah, so the link to join the master classes in the chat, or rather the link to register for the master classes in the chat. There's one ongoing right now, but it's already more than halfway through. So you will be registering and then you'll be notified when the next one is. I think there's one starting in July in a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So you want to register now and leverage that. And so once you register, you'll be notified. Anything you need to prepare ahead of time.
Okay, that's great. That's fine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Madhua Konam.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, we have Sylvester. Sylvester Sapele Ikoyo. Okay, Alex Aquari, do you want to go ahead with your question?
Okay, hi again. Sorry. So I'm currently doing a CNA program here in Nigeria. And I wanted to know, is there any consideration for me? Is that something you guys can also work with?
Okay, so we don't run CNA qualifications. Do you mean, are you trying to see if with your CNA qualification, how we can help you position for the New Zealand pathway?
Yes.
Okay, so the masterclass should be the right fit for you.
Okay. So, how much is the masterclass?
I think the masterclass is around
£300.
£300.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Okay. Sylvester, did you get that? It's £300 for the masterclass.
No, I'm not asking about. I have a question. I'm not asking about the masterclass. I've done masterclass.
No, sorry, rather, Alex. Sylvester, please hold on. Alex, did you get that?
Yes. Okay. So, and I still get to enjoy all the other benefits, which is the CV review,
Yes.
applications, and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Alex. Sylvester, I can go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening. Thank you very much.
Good evening.
I'm just squeezing out the time. I'm at work currently. I've been following. So my question is, I've had a phlebotomy in Manchester in January. I've done the master class, and I've also stated right from day one I joined the master class that my intention is leaving the UK to either New Zealand or Australia. Those were my two choices I chose earlier. So, but for a while now, I've been doing a lot of application on my own down to New Zealand. I've made a lot of applications, a lot of rejections, and the rest. So I don't really know what to do. I've sent emails severally to info for assistance, nothing. And I was also thinking, since you have another masterclass going on, I was supposed to be co-opted into it since I'm already a grammatory already.
Sylvester, which of the courses do you take with us? I just overheard your question on the background, and I thought I'd pop in.
I've taken phlebotomy
in Manchester.
I've had the phlebotomy in Manchester,
And
January.
you said you also did the masterclass.
Yes.
You did phlebotomy and masterclass.
Yes, sir.
What
Yes, ma'am.
qualification do you have? Did you do the ROQF or the
I have
non-ROQF?
no. I have a NVQ level 3 for my place of work.
Okay, what's the name of the awarding body?
Is the one that is needed, not now KF.
No, what's the name of the awarding body? Like you saw, we checked on
It's from Durham College here in UK.
Do you know the awarding body? Not like the college is grammatorial, but what employers would be looking for, NHS Trust to be looking out for is the awarding body.
Okay, what I will do, I have to have a look
Hold
at that
on 1
because I'm
minute.
currently at work.
Just hold on. Let me get something quickly for you.
All right.
So you can take
Okay,
another
so Sylvester.
question whilst I go and grab to show him what I'm talking about.
All right. So Sylvester, just keep your hand up so that I remember. Glory, do you want to go
All
ahead
right.
with your question?
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to ask question for someone that is interested in the UK pathway and is in Nigeria. She has just first degree in social work. So what is she supposed to do? The RQF or the non-RQF? And is she still supposed to do any other one to add to it?
Okay, so you can do the RQF course and the phlebotomy. So you can do the phlebotomy in Lagos. We have locations in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Ibadan. So you can do the phlebotomy at one of our locations and do the RQF course as well. So with the RQF course, when you come to the UK, if you want to progress in social work, you'll be able to do that. So it doesn't really restrict you to just caring or to just the health and social care industry. Okay, so Glory, just register and enroll on the RQF, and then you can do the phlebotomy course while you are doing your RQF qualification.
Okay, so why option of non-RQF and RQF?
Are you asking for the differences?
Yes.
Okay, so the non-RQF qualification is an endorsed qualification. So it's endorsed by an Ofqual regulated awarding body, while the RQF qualification is a regulated qualification. So it's not endorsed, it is regulated by Ofqual itself. So that means that if you want to convert the RQF credits into UCAS points or ONWES or anything like that, you can use that and progress into other degrees. Use it to get a degree like nursing, social work, psychology, things like that. So for people who are looking to just, if you want to just stay within the caring, just work in dorm or residential or anything like that, the endorsed or the non-RQF qualification is good for you. But if you're looking to progress into nursing, dental nursing, mental health nursing, social work, psychology, things like that down the line, then you should do the RQF. So since you have your first degree in social work, the RQF will be a good fit for you.
The RQF. Okay, thank you. So we've actually been trying to reach you via Instagram. So is there any other way to reach out, please?
Okay, so if you want, you can register right now. The link to register is in the chat. If you have questions about the registration process, then email us at info@grammatorial.com or inquiries@grammatorial.com.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Please make sure you spell grammatorial correctly. There's an R after the double MA so that your email doesn't bounce back.
Or you can check the chat to see the correct spelling of grammatorial.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so this is what I want to show Mr. Sylvester. And this is what I want to show everybody because I believe so much in practicals. Okay, so this is not just about hype or noise making. I've shown you from Ofqual websites. When many people say they are applying and their applications are rejected, you need to check what are you doing. As you can see, there's nothing to hide here. These are sealed envelopes. You can see one. That's one. That's two sealed envelopes, all sealed. Can you see it? That's the seal. That's grammatorial. That's our address. If you can see it, let me know. That's two, and that is three. This is the third one. This is grammatorial. That's my name there. This is the third one. This is the third one. So I open this live. I believe in practicals. So when I'm talking about relocating to Australia and New Zealand, these are all certificates. These are student certificates. When you come to NHS in UK, One of the reasons why grammatorial is the most respected as far as phlebotomy training is concerned, GP surgeries are referring people to grammatorial GP surgeries because they said grammatorial students that are going to do phlebotomy in GP surgeries, they've not seen people like that. Now, when it comes to the RQF qualification, I won't show names. I'll try and blur out the names, but you can see all the certificates. Every month, look at certificates, and these are the certificates that meet the requirements for New Zealand and Australia. So let me show you an example before you said you are applying, and those that want to join the masterclass, the bar is quite high. The bar is high for Australia and New Zealand so that you are aware that the bar is high. For NHS, this qualification is a game changer as far as NHS UK is concerned. Channel Island, this qualification is a game changer. I'm going to try to close the name of the students so that you don't see the student name. Now, this is the awarding body. You can see I showed you on the Ofqual website, government website. That is the #1 website in the UK, uk.gov. And this is the awarding body. You saw it there. So now this is the name of the course. It says BIIAB Level 3 Diploma in Healthcare Support. So I was asking Sylvester, if you actually did a course, all our students in Grammatorial, they all know the name of their awarding body. And these are things that, like now, you didn't know the name. I don't know how you are doing your application, but I would like to see your application, because if the name is not on your application, it's like you are carrying a bag and you are telling me that this bag is, this shirt is a Grammatorial shirt and it doesn't have the name, the signature of Grammatorial. So how can I believe it's Grammatorial? So what are you using to do your application if you don't have the key? If you don't know the name of your awarding body? The name of the awarding body is the key that opens many doors. When it comes to NHS, is the key. That is why we go for big names here at Grammatorial. We go for the big names, the game changers in the industry. When you talk of NCFE, you are talking of BIIB, you are talking of Focus. These are names that open doors. So this is Level 3 Diploma in Healthcare Support. That's the name, the signature. Now, if your qualification does not have this seal, just forget about it. If your RQF does not come with Ofqual, forget about it. And then this is the QR code. This is what takes the employers directly to that #1 website I told you about and to the awarding body website. Now, when you look at this qualification, there is something else you will see here again. Are you seeing this thing? This is not what anybody can make or formulate. This is like, if you have currency, this is like money, this is like pounds. You can't formulate this. This is coming from the highest office as far as education and qualification is concerned. Now, this qualification for this person comes with 3 pages. So for those of you that want to use this for Canada, WES evaluation is the RQF that works. So if you have phlebotomy and you don't have this one, that's why I always say phlebotomy and RQF combo is a game changer. Phlebotomy and RQF combo is a booster. Phlebotomy and RQF combo is a surefire way into the NHS, into Channel Island, into Australia, into New Zealand. Is a game changer. So now this is the transcript. So for those of you that need transcripts, there is this enrolled nursing program now in New Zealand that many people are using to go to New Zealand. This transcript will take you straight to level 5 enrolled nurse in New Zealand. And you know what that means to be an enrolled nurse in New Zealand. This is the qualification. All the transcripts are there. The same thing, it carries that seal at the back. It comes again with the 3rd page. It carries the seal at the back. It carries the QR code and the seal. So that is it. if you are here and you want to join the master class, at least I've shown you an example of what the qualification looks like. So it's not far-fetched when somebody will say they did not get a job and they have been applying. Or you even have this qualification and you are applying and you're not putting in the keywords. Excuse me, you are not putting the right words that employer wants to see. You will be like someone that you will say, I'm wearing a grammatorial t-shirt that does not have the signature of grammatorial. That is the kind of, or I'm carrying a Gucci bag that does not have the seal or the code or the logo of that designer. So you must know the name. I'm seeing some people saying CPD. All those qualifications that you are mentioning, that qualification you are mentioning CPD, let me show you what it is. How employers see your CPD, that qualification. And if I go and check that your CPD now, it's not the original CPD. If I go and check that CPD, it's not on the CPD register, but because of time. So this is how employers see the RQF that they are taking with Grammatorial and your own. Look at it. This is it. This is how that your qualification is, a piece of paper. And this is how the other one is. Which two, if you're an employer and someone present these two to you, who are you going to employ? Let me throw that question. If you're a headhunter, who will you employ? Someone has this and someone has this. Okay, so let me rest the case there because of time. Chisom, let's take 2 more questions so that we can round off. Uncle Sylvester, please, can you tell me the name of your awarding body so that I can see how I will help you? Or if any headhunter here wants to take up your case, please let us know. Okay, Chisom, you can carry on.
Okay, so a number of people want to find out what's the age, if there's any age barrier for New Zealand and what it is.
Yes, there is an age barrier for New Zealand, but it depends on the pathway. But let's say 55 years. The aged care pathway will be 55 years. So if you are less than 55 years old, then you are good to go for New Zealand.
Okay, thank you. All right, so someone, Odunze Josephine is asking, what can I do next as an RN? So Odunze Josephine, the master class, if you're a registered nurse, the master class is the best fit for you. I think that's all the questions that we have for now. Okay, I can see that Belly and Michelle and Tayo have responded to the rest. Okay. So the recording will be available on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Jordan, please drop the link to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So subscribe to our YouTube channels and turn on the notification bell so that as soon as we post an update or we post the recorded videos from our lives, you'll be able to access them and you won't miss any vital information. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Much, Chisom, and thank you to everyone that has joined tonight. Some people are saying, Chisom, please answer your non-RQF students.
Okay,
You don't,
so
they
those
don't
are
need, yeah.
you don't need to do RQF if you are doing it in RQF.
So you don't. We explained to you the differences before you joined. Remember that you can use the non-RQF just for job purposes. The benefit of the RQF over the non-RQF is that the RQF can be used for like evaluations, NZQF evaluation, any regulated evaluation, and it can also be used for what do we call Canada West evaluation. It can be used to study nursing. So all this were explained to you during your induction, and I'm sure that you are well familiar with what was discussed during the induction. So those are the main differences. Okay, so finally, before we round up, I just want to say those that are going to take action tonight, those that are going to either come on the RQF or join the master class or join any of the courses, be rest assured that you are going to get the support that you need. And those that are already on the RQF, please, if you are here and you're a grammatorial student, don't let this opportunity miss you by. I will say it again. Many people are scrambling for UK, but people are not patient. Mark the word patient. People are not patient enough for Australia and New Zealand. Please, if you are a grammatorial student, go and work on your course direct. Work on your course. Follow through. Attend all these sessions that we are doing. Get the right information so that when the time comes and you join your career fair, your timeline will not be long. You'll be one of those that will get in 2 weeks, in 2 months, you've already gotten what you are looking for. So don't go and sleep on these things. You started the course, walk through it, work hard. See the goal in front of you. See the benefits in front of you. See what you stand to gain in front of you. I'm not telling you that this journey is an easy journey. If I tell you it's an easy journey, then I'm deceiving you. It's not. But when you think about the goal, when you think about the benefits, when you think about the gain, it will wake you up at night to complete your course. It will wake you up at night to complete that application. It will make you take steps and take action. So the benefits and the reward only come to those that take action. So will you take action, or will you sit on the sideline and watch and wait for things to happen to you? Okay, on the other line, I saw a lot of people are asking for premium support. Please, it's only for 5 people. We don't promise what we cannot give. We don't say we will do what we cannot do. We will not do what we are not able to do. Only 5 people. So for those of you that are already registering, please, for those of you that are sending messages and are registering, kindly make sure that you have the eligibility criteria. And by eligibility criteria for the premium support, you need to have your phlebotomy and your RQF or non-RQF level 3 diploma. That is the eligibility criteria. Please hear me and hear me well. Before you pay your money for premium support, we are taking just 5 people, and it is the first 5 people to register that we will take. Just make sure you meet the eligibility criteria, because we are not doing refunds. So if you don't have the eligibility criteria and you go and pay your money, you are on your own. So please check your eligibility criteria before paying for premium support. Premium support is the support where we do it for you. We apply for you. We target the employers. We do all the strategy sessions, and all you need to do is prepare and go for the interview. That is the premium support that we are offering. And for July, we are taking only 5 people for the month of July. First 5 persons to register we take. Please, Benny, put the link for the premium support, and it's only 5 people. So for those that want to join the London phlebotomy, is happening next 2 weeks, in 2 weeks time, July, in London. So London phlebotomy is going to take place on the 10th and 11th of July. Lagos phlebotomy is taking place on the 16th and 17th of July. If you're in Lagos, if you're in Abuja, the Abuja phlebotomy still have spaces, and it's on the 23rd and 24th of July. Port Harcourt phlebotomy 24th and 25th, and Manchester phlebotomy is taking place on 24th and 25th July. So let us know your location and send a registration. Okay, some people are asking, what of discount for RQF? Are we doing discount for RQF, Mr. Chibueze, Mr. Pascal? Is there any discounts? Are you offering any discount for the RQF? I don't think so. I'm not aware of that.
No, ma.
Okay. So there is no discount at this time. I'm sorry. There is no discount. Okay. So there is no discounts for the RQF, but if you want to register and join, you can join. We do not always offer discount. We don't frequently offer discount. So don't think that, oh, you are waiting for when there will be discount. It's not something that we do, because the value that we offer is a lot. So it's not just like any other provider on the street that just say, okay, take your qualification and they leave you and go your way. No, we are delivering a lot of value. So that is why our price is what it is. So if you want to register for the RQF 29, please, the deadline is 30th of June. It is £1,600. You can go ahead and register. And for Victoria Ezekiel, please, have you sent the email?
Yes, I did. I did. I got a but
Okay.
I got a response saying
Okay,
that
all right. Send me a private message of the response you got. Send me a private message. Send a message to the chat I sent you. Okay, so to those that maybe you were not headhunted today, but you have all your documents ready and everything is ready, just keep, I would say, the employers that I shared with you, apply to them. Apply to those employers and to those areas that I shared. Go and apply and go and come back with your success story. So we want to be a part of your success and we want to share your success story. So thank you, everyone. I will leave the chat box open for anybody that wants to chat or those that need to copy the link. You can go ahead to copy the link, and I'm going to upload the playback on YouTube by tomorrow or Monday. Good night. Thank you to my co-facilitator, Chisom and Favor. God bless you all. Have a good night and stay blessed. Bye.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Ma.